I'm just gonna go over my payout and the few things that allowed me to get this payout. So I had this account for 18 days. I still have it. I took a very small payout of $250 that I initiated on the 5th. The request went through on the 9th, like you can see here, and then the payout hit my bank account on the 12th. So it took about 7 days, even including a weekend. So 5 business days for my payout, my first payout to get requested and then hit my account, which is pretty quick. Pretty satisfied with that, and that's half the time that it said it could take. So yeah, why did I take such a small payout? At this point, part of me is regretting taking such a small payout, but I've been pretty consistent since March. So because I've had 3 months of consistency, I thought I could keep this account and continue trading it higher and higher. So that's the plan. But I had a very undisciplined day on this day. I was up 250 and I gave it all back and hit my daily loss limit of $100, giving back $350. So I'm taking a pause on this account and I'm going to be trading a combine until I pass another funded account, and I'm funded 100K. Then I will resume trading this account as my confidence is up again. Quick little stats. The way I trade, I really get some sniper entries with tight stop losses, but I'm wrong a lot. Um, Topstep has my stats shown here, which aren't super accurate, but it can kind of show what my strategy entails. I have a 30% win rate. My average winning trade is around 400. My average losers around 56. With my risk reward averaging around 7 to 1, which shows that I really do hold my winners and I cut my losers really short. With my own stats, I usually have a winning rate around 35%, and my RR is usually around 3.5 to 4R. So this is not far off. Anyways, now I'm going to go over a few of the things I changed in my trading to go from totally unprofitable to be able to secure my first payout. And the most important one, to be honest, is the daily loss limit on Topstep. That allowed me to get through a lot of days, 2 or 3 days that I went on tilt that I probably would have blown this account up without that in place. It's not a good thing to rely on that, but it's helping me build those healthy habits to never go on tilt. For example, on this day, I was up 250 on the day and I gave it all back, trying to make more money, and ended the day red. I was so frustrated, took 10 trades, and I probably would have kept trading if my daily loss limit did not get hit. So, this has allowed me to survive, stay in the markets, continue learning, and continue reaping the rewards of good days of trading. Another very important factor that allowed me to get this payout is being patient and having a small trade limit. What I mean by that is not allowing myself to trade more than twice a day, and really being patient to wait for my key setups. If you're allowed to trade 5 times a day, 3 times, even 3 times, your brain tells you, oh, I can take this setup because I can take another setup after this that could win my money back. It allows you to have room to take less quality setups because you can continue trading for the day. Versus my rule is usually 1 or 2 trades. When I take 1 trade a day, my brain is like, this setup has to be A plus because it's the only trade I get for today. So that's a big one. Finally, the last thing that allowed me to secure this payout is just refining my strategy and backtesting, which is always important even for advanced traders. But as someone who's kind of a beginner, it really showed me the things that were going wrong, and it allowed me to avoid a lot of stupid losers, kind of bringing me a little bit more consistency on my green days. Coming over to Top Step X, this is the day I really crashed out. I was up 250, like I said, and I took 9 trades, as you can see here. And I slowly just gave back all my profit going into the red, and I hit my daily loss limit, and it locked me out of my account. If I just walked away with this 255, it would have been a great day. That was a 3.6R trade. There's no reason for me to keep trading. Anyways, that's why I put a pause on this account and I'm going to trade a combine. The money really got to my head. I started to think, oh, I can do this. I can make money. I could maybe even quit my stupid day job. And yeah, it got to my head. And I started to care too much about the money, focusing on my P&L over my trading. I was still taking great trades, But as the day went on, I would focus more on the money and less on my trading. I did have a great May. I had a really harsh week right here, but my discipline was on lock. I just took a few losers. Most were actually A plus setups, and a few of them later in the week were just frustration losers from losing so many times. I'm gonna be trying to take this account to 53K so I can get 100K of funding. I took a really solid break even trade here. I was up 700 on the day, and then I got out for break even and took a loser right after. This is gonna be my typical size, pretty big size, and my maximum loss limit is 400 on this account. So I'm either gonna blow it or pass it very quickly. This is just one loser, and yeah, let's see how I do. Subscribe if you guys want to see some live trades from me and see if I can get this account to funded so we can go back to trading my funded accounts after I regain some confidence. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys traded well so far in June, and stay tuned for the next videos. Peace.